welcome back again to my channel. It is your girl again, Isabel, and guess what? I am a little tipsy because I have been drinking this bad boy right here. It is called Stella Rosa. It's some wine. It's called Stella Berry. It's actually pretty good. It doesn't feel strong, so let's see how much alcohol is in it. 5% alcohol, so it's like literally like drinking a Smirnoff or something around there. So I am just a little tipsy, not real crazy, nothing to go wild about, you know. Anyways, let me put this down, and I want to talk about my interview with MAC Cosmetics. And literally I just interviewed with them, I'm gonna say about less than 2 weeks ago. So let me explain the process. So first, because I recently just lost one of my jobs because I had 2 jobs, and long story short, I got freaking fired from one of my jobs because of some dumb reasons I might explain in another video, but that's not the topic for today. So I was searching for a different job because I had only the part-time job that I have at the salon, which I am renting a chair only for 3 days out of the week, and I just needed to fill up my other 3 or 2 days out of the week. So I just wanted to pick up some extra hours somewhere. It didn't matter where, so I literally was just applying everywhere. I was like, I am really open to do anything, even seasonal. I mean, I did have my restrictions there. I wasn't gonna do fast food or, you know, like crazy things like that where I had to deal with like extra crazy people, because yeah. It turned out that Estee Lauder was hiring, so I honestly thought it was a position at Macy's, at the Estee Lauder counter. So I applied. I didn't think anything of it. I'm like, if they call me, good. If they don't, well, good. At least I tried. So I do not have any experience as far as like freelancing, doing makeup on other people. I do not have any type of experience on that. Yes, I consider myself that I know makeup pretty well and that I can apply it on myself. I have tried makeup on other people, like doing makeup on other people, but nothing like I say I'm super confident, because I'm not. A few days later, I received an email, and the email said, okay, you applied for the position as a I can't remember what it was, but it was just a position on MAC. And I was like, MAC? I thought it was Estee Lauder. Anyways, it turns out that they're like they're sisters, or Estee Lauder owns MAC or something like that. Anyways, so the first interview process was actually online, like an online video interview. And it's not like you're seeing somebody and you're talking back and forth. No, this is something that it goes through this app, View Hire. Hold on, let me check. Okay, so I have actually the email, and one of the emails says it comes from a human resources from it says MAC artist 18-hour position at the Columbia Center at in Kennewick. So it says, this is your opportunity to present yourself on the company by answering a series of questions in real time. We ask that you please complete the interview within the next 5 days. Please contact HireView support if you experience any technical whatever. So you have to download this app that is called HireView, and then from there they give you like a code, and then from there it kind of directs you to do the interview. So they give you like 2 tries to practice. So you can practice first, and then when they ask you the question, they give you 2 tries, so you can try once, and then if you don't like it, then you can try it again, and that will be your final. So I was like, what the heck, this is kind of like, this is odd, you know. I never knew that they do that. I actually don't even know how MAC used to even process their whole hiring thing or interview stuff. So I was like, okay, that's kind of odd, but I am going to do it. And because I was already in my clothes ready to go to work, I was already like dressed up, my makeup was on, so I was like, I literally had this background right here, and I just put my lighting, and then I literally just set up the phone, and I did not even record myself twice. I didn't even care about, okay, if I sound stupid, then that's it, I am gonna send it off. I am not gonna, like, because I feel like the more you review or the more you think about it too much, then that's when you're like, you start becoming so more self-conscious. So to me, I was like, I am just gonna do it the first try, send it off. So anyways, they asked like at least 5 to 6 questions. It literally wasn't a lot, and it was like, the questions that they asked were like super straightforward. It's nothing that you're gonna crack your head thinking or like, oh my god, I'm not prepared for this, you know, like, no. Plus, another thing that really helped me a lot is that you get to do your first interview from home, so from the comfort of your own home, where you can actually be yourself. So so yeah, once I did that, I think some of the questions was like, okay, how to create a smoky eye, or what do you think you will be a best fit for MAC, and what is your availability, because obviously they're open 7 days out of the week, and you know, just things like that. Or how do you think MAC reflects on you as a person, like how do you feel about MAC and you, and I don't know. Anyways, just a lot of questions that I didn't think they were like crazy hard or something that you really had to think or even rehearse a lot. It's just something that would just come out naturally, and that's just what I did. I'm like, whatever's gonna come out naturally, because I'm not trying to fake the funk here. I'm just trying to be myself, and I'm not trying to be somebody else that eventually they're gonna know, like, oh, she said this but then she's this. Like, hell no, because people can tell. And to me, that's like, bro, you either like me from what I am or get the fuck out, you know. And that's the way it should be, and that's the way I think. So to me, like, I like to be real, and if you like me, you like me, and let's move on, baby. Anyways, so I sent off my interview, and I was like, just sent it out, and I'm like, I don't know, it just felt kind of odd, but I'm gonna send it out and we'll see. So the next day, guys, guess what happens? I get a freaking call back from MAC, from the manager, and I was like, hello, and then she's like, oh, is this Maria? I'm like, that's my first name. And then I'm like, yeah. She's like, oh, this is Julia from MAC, and blah blah blah, and I got your interview, your online interview. And I was like, I was not expecting that call, you guys. I literally was not expecting that call. So anyways, I was freaking excited. She's like, I would like to have a second interview with you, so if you want to come in, when can you come in? I'm like, I'm open anytime, girl, open anytime. So like literally the next day I meet up with her, and I was not even like, I wasn't freaking out, I wasn't like tripping. I was just more surprised that I got a call right away, like super fast. I was like, oh wow. So the following day I got up, I got ready. I know they wear all black there, so I was kind of like browsing all kinds of like videos on YouTube to see like other people's experiences through their interview, the process, what do they have to do, what do they ask, and you know, things like that. And all those videos were kind of old, to be real. And so I was freaking out because a lot of the videos said that you had to bring a model, and then you had to like do all these crazy looks and bring brushes, and I'm like, oh my gosh, she didn't tell me any of this. So I was like, do I have to bring this? She didn't say anything. Should I call her? What should I do? Anyways, I was like, you know what, she didn't mention anything like this, so I'm just gonna show up with just myself and just looking presentable, wearing all black. My makeup was nicely done, my hair was nicely done, and yeah, I ended up going in there. She was really nice lady. I walked in there, they were all giving me compliments, and they're like, you look so pretty, I like this, I like that, blah blah blah. And I'm like, oh, thank you. They were all really cute, like really freaking cool. So she took me to the back and like in the little office, and she's like, yeah, just make yourself comfortable, let's just talk. So it wasn't really an interview. Like, I didn't feel like I was like, I'm getting an interview, you know, you better answer everything perfect. No, it was just so relaxed, so laid back, super casual. She was just pretty much talking about like the culture at MAC, what they expect, and you know, just all of that, the history, and then I actually had a friend that used to work there, so she remembered him, so we're talking about that. And then it was just like basic stuff that she was asking. She was asking, do you have any customer service skills? How do you feel? Like, do you feel comfortable selling? Do you feel comfortable approaching people? And to me, like, I honestly do feel comfortable with that, because obviously I am a freaking hairdresser, so I have to hustle all the time to and get people to come to me. Not only that, but for people to love me, to people to keep coming back to me, to people to love my services. So like, I'm a hustler and I have to be a pro at that, because that's just my nature and my industry and my career. So to me, like, I'm not saying kiss ass to clients or to customers, but to be like the best version of you, be your authentic self, and then people will love you, and then people will listen to you, people will buy from you, people will keep coming back to you. So I was just speaking out of my heart, to be honest. I wasn't like trying to impress her. I even told her, I'm like, so I've heard you I've heard on other interviews you actually have to apply makeup to a model, blah blah. I'm like, how do you go about that? And she's like, well, to be honest, she didn't care too much about you have to be a pro at makeup. The only thing that she said that she cares the most about is about your personality, your customer service skills, and then yes, have a little bit of knowledge in makeup, because obviously you will be teaching customers about makeup, because a lot of people that go in there to buy makeup don't know about makeup. So she was mainly most concerned about your personality and how you approach people, how do you look and stuff like that. So that it's a big thing now, guys, because you don't want a customer to walk in the store and you look like a stuck-up bitch. Yes, your face might be like beat to the gods, but then you're a stuck-up hoe and nobody's gonna want to approach you. Nobody's gonna want to get near or even ask you a question, because they think you're freaking like, you think you're all that, like, oh no, like, yeah, no. So I was so relieved, because you know, yes, I do know makeup, but let's be real, I have not done makeup on a person in freaking years. And like I told her, yes, I am in the beauty industry and I think I would be a great fit, because makeup and hair just goes hand in hand, baby. And I just want to stick into my own industry. I don't want to end up doing like I had another job doing photography and then doing hair. Photography, as fun as it sounds, it wasn't as fun. Anyways, and we carry on through the conversation, and then she just kind of explained to me how it works. She had 2 positions available, which one was an on-call position, which during the holidays you do get called a lot, and then she had the permanent position, which it was just an 18-hour a week position, which I didn't mind both of them, because as long as I have something to have a little bit of money and have more experience on that side of the industry. So I was like, you know what, I'm fine with whatever, you know, as long as I get the opportunity, I will be so happy. And so yeah, she kind of went on and explained about the training. If you do get the permanent position, you do have to go to a training. If you only get the on-call position, unfortunately you don't get the training, but it's a foot on the door eventually for you to actually move on and get into a permanent position. So I was kind of happy. So I was really happy. I was really confident that my interview went well, because it seemed like she really liked me. And also, guys, one thing that she told me she was really impressed was on the video interview. She told me, you will be surprised how many girls do their interview in like pajamas, or not even, you know, they didn't even do their makeup, anything. They're just like whatever. And it's like, it's an actual interview. Just because it's on a video doesn't mean that you could just wear whatever or anything like that. No, look presentable and look the part. And so that's what she told me. She really liked me. She really liked my interview because of that, because I was ready and my legs were popping and, you know, all that. So anyways, so the interview ended and I was really happy and I was very confident, and I was like, universe, she's gonna call me back, because That was the second interview. There was gonna be a third interview if I was to get selected. She was gonna do a couple other interviews, and if I was to get selected, she was gonna call me back to do a last interview with like the main manager from like the region area, which is like the whole Washington state area. So she was like, don't get intimidated. Yeah, she's like the big boss, and she's like been with Mac for a long time, and she's all about Mac and all about the history and blah blah blah. And I'm like, oh my god. But anyways, I was like, okay, so if I get selected, then I'll get the call and I'll get that interview. So anyways, the next day, well, this was a Friday when I met with her, and she's like, and I'm like, so when would I hear from you, like how soon, you know? So she's like, by Monday. You will hear back by Monday, whether or not, you know. It was Sunday I got a call from her. She's like, hey Maria, I just want to follow up with you on the interview process. I just want to let you know that you made it to the final interview. I want to set up a phone interview with the main boss. And I was freaking excited. I was like, are you freaking kidding me right now? I was excited, you guys. So I was jumping. I was so happy. I wanted to cry. I literally wanted to cry. And I was like, oh wow, you know, because working at Mac, it was always like almost like out of my reach, because I was like, I would never get there. I don't even have the experience. I'm not a top-notch beauty guru. I don't know all about makeup. I mean, I do, but I don't. And then this happens. So anyway, so she set me up for the interview on Monday. So I had to call the lady on Monday at a certain time. So I called her like about 2 minutes before. And when I called her, the lady, she just kind of sounded like, okay, I do not have a resume of you in front of me, so please tell me a little bit about you. So I was like she told me, do not be scared. So I was like, breathe in and breathe out, relax, and just be yourself. So I just tried to relax, and I just went on about myself, just talk a little bit about myself, the kind of work that I've done, what I do now, my flexibility, why am I a good candidate to work on Mac, and you know, just being natural. Just be natural. Like I said, do not try to impress by over talking or sharing stuff that is probably not even true, or probably doesn't even sound true, you know. So don't try to impress. That was my main thing. Don't try to impress. So from there on, the interview just went on. It was pretty natural, an easy flow. It wasn't nothing too intimidating. So we concluded the interview, and then she's like, okay, if you get selected, then you will hear back from the store manager. And okay, ended right there. So the next, I think it was that same day, later in the evening, she texted me and she told me, yes, I got selected for the position. Unfortunately, I only got the on-call position, which they were still leaving the permanent position open because of my flexibility, because I do have my other job and I do work one weekend, like on Saturday, and it was kind of be a little bit of an issue because they want somebody like totally fully open and stuff, you know, stuff like that. So she's like, you'll be on call, but it's still like, it'll still be like foot on the door, like she said. And so I was so excited. I was really excited when she told me this. I just couldn't believe it. And she just told me, just wait for an email. And yeah, I already got the email. I filled out all my paperwork, all my information. I still have not gone to training or anything like that, so I'm still waiting on that. I just wanted to talk to you guys about my interview process and what it consisted of. And I just have one thing to tell you guys. If you guys ever want to work for Mac, or even just make a good impression on an interview, my biggest advice is just be yourself. Like truly be yourself. Don't try to sugarcoat stuff, because they will notice. And that's what she told me. Like, just be yourself, because if you're faking something, it'll show. And truly, if you actually talk to anybody in your daily life and they're trying to look the part and they're not the part, wouldn't you notice? Like, wouldn't you notice? So I mean, that's the only thing I have to say to you guys. Just truly be yourself, and if you are passionate enough about something, it will show. It will show. And just be yourself. So other than that, you guys, that was my whole experience about my interview for Mac. And if you guys have any thoughts or any like questions or anything like that, please let me know, or just like comment below, or say something, ask me something, whatever. If you have gone through this whole interview process thing, tell me how it went, because I would like to know. I was just really excited that I even got the opportunity to do it without me even expecting it. So yeah guys, so I wish you all luck if you are in the same boat as I am, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Okay, bye.